So after I tell the Marine base, 2 to 3 weeks out in the desert, 2 to 3 weeks after that, the operation was still going on in the desert. They had their blue glow sticks going on, doing some type of night operation. They were out there. You would still see diesels. You would even hear the Harleys from street bikers coming by. Just off the wall stuff, man. Anyways, so I just stayed out of the desert. I'm like, something weird's going on. I did my due diligence. I told the authorities, if something's going out there, I'm not going to get shot over. You know, I'm going crazy. I'm seeing UFOs and I'm seeing visions, so I'm going crazy. Something's going on. Anyways, so about third week, second week, I'm out in the garage here, and I'm in the back of it. And I'm talking with Dad, and a black helicopter drops and starts hovering over our house, just off the wall stuff. And you could see it from where I was at, from my point of view, and it was hovering. And its light went from, it started blinking red, red, red to green, green, green. Just weird stuff, you know what I mean? Weird stuff. And I'm going, okay, what's that about? That's really weird. So I went into visions and I asked God, what's going on? And Holy Spirit, angel hand, God's hand comes out. I just know a spirit hand. And I was talking to God, so I'm just going to assume that's the Holy Spirit. So, you know, the hand comes out and touches me right here on the chest. And says it's for you. So I'm looking at that and I'm going, okay, if it's for me, then I need to go walk. I need to go walk out to the desert where it all started. So I took a different route. I ended up going to the desert next to the train tracks. And I got it logged down in my notebook of what day that was, and it was around like 7 p.m. just right at it was around 7 p.m. that I got the date logged in my logbook. Anyway, so the helicopter, maybe a quarter of a mile, maybe half a mile from my location, we'll say a quarter of a mile, goes to the train tracks and starts putting on its bright lights, and like it's doing like some type of raid. And from that location, 2 guys are running as fast as they can with two blue flashlights. And I was telling the Marine base and the Border Patrol, saying that these blue flashlights are out there. You know, these guys in this blue glow stick are out there as a symbol of their night operations. So these, you know, these traffickers, they knew. They knew the MO, anyways. So they start running. They go to the houses, and they come back with doom buggies, two doom buggies, and I kid you not, guys, they put on cloaking tech. So they were coming from the houses, and they were putting on the cloaking tech, and it was like water. Okay. So as they were running from the train tracks to the blue flashlights, they were going to the houses, and they came back with doom buggies. In those doom buggies, they put on cloaking tech, guys. I kid you not, it was cloaking tech, and it surrounded the doom buggy, and it was like water. And as it surrounded it, and while they were driving, you can see it, the turbulence, you know, when it was hitting the rocks and the turbulence, and it was like water. So the cloaking tech, you could see through it like it was water, but you could see it shake from the turbulence. So, but if it was standing still, you wouldn't be able to see it. You'd see right through it. But as it was moving, it was, you know, seeing it. But in the middle of it, I kid you not, there was 2 holographic screaming pumpkins coming out of the cloaking tech. I kid you not. And as I'm looking at that, I'm going, well, no one's going to believe me. Here I am, visions, UFOs, crazy story, And now I'm seeing, hey, the cloaking tech out here and holographic, pumpkins, because around that time, it was around Halloween that time. And no one's going to believe me. They're just going to say, hey, this dude's crazy. Dude's off his rocks. And if I was outside, looking in and hearing me saying, I'd say the same thing. This dude's crazy. So it was a discredit move. That's how they play these things. It was a discredit move. Anyhow, so from that point, we're gonna cut. That was the chapter of the international human trafficking operation, discovering what was going on here in Yuma. This was out of Yuma, Arizona, off of Fort Tuna. If you guys know where Fort Tuna is, off the train line there, that's where they were trafficking kids, off the train line. So if you guys Google Earth it, you look at that train line, you'll see the trees over there, off Fort Tuna, in Yuma, Arizona, or Foothills, Arizona. You'll see what I'm talking about. And they were using a whole bunch of cloaking tech out there. And at that time, I started, telling people this stuff, and they call you crazy. And I would agree. Stuff's crazy. Who wants to believe it, right? Who wants to believe that? Who wants to believe it? And I was having such a hard time just believing that stuff, but God kept showing me visions, and then as time progressed, as I kept seeking, supernatural power started to evolve, and things just got crazy. Healings and, authority and power. It's just crazy stuff, guys. It's crazy stuff. Stuff that you see out of a comic book, happening in real life. Things that are happening right now, people, they give everything for. No money can buy this stuff. It's wild. It's crazy. But there's a mission for it. I surrendered to Jesus. That's why any of this happened. That's the only reason why. Because I surrendered to Jesus. That's it. And you do the best you can to fulfill your oaths. Surrender is surrender is surrender. There's no way around it. So you keep going, you keep pushing, you keep trying.